So today we'll continue talking about adjectives, but the adjectives that we will learn about today is a word that tells you how many. So before we start talking, so adjectives that usually tell about how many is usually a number, okay? So before we start talking about adjectives and the numbers and how we use numbers to describe a noun, let's just answer these questions, okay? So if I ask you, how many students are in the class? Okay, and you tell me any number, like for example, if I say there are 20 students in class. Okay, so if I write the sentence, there are 20 students in class. What did I use to describe the students? I said that there are 20 students in class. So 20 is the adjective, or the number is the adjective that tells how many. Okay? How many pencils do you have? And I answer, I have, for example, I have 2 pencils in my bag. Okay, so what word did I use to describe or use to tell about the pencils? I use an adjective that tells how many. How many pencils do I have? I have 2 pencils in my bag. So today we will be using adjectives that tell how many. Okay. Here we have an example. It says some adjectives tell how many people, places, or things there are. Example, there are 16 children in my class. I use the number 16 to describe the noun, which is children in my class. So now on page 265, we will read each sentence and we will look for the adjective that tells how many. Okay, so it'll be the adjectives that tell how many is usually the number. Number 1, it says 2 boys are on the table. 2 boys are on the table. What adjective did I use to tell how many is 2? So you will write 2. Okay. Number 2 says 1 boy is telling about the blocks. 1 boy is telling about the blocks. What adjective did I use to tell about the what adjective did I use to tell how many? 1. So write 1. Okay, so on 1 boy is telling about the blocks. We have 10 blocks altogether. Which word is telling you how many? 10. Write 10 for number 3. Number 4, we have 5 blocks each. We all each have 5 blocks. So 5 is the adjective that tells how many. Okay, so I want you now to go to page 266 and try to answer it by yourself. You will circle the adjective or the word that tells how many. So that means you'll be circling the number like we just did here. Here we wrote it, but in the next one you will circle it. Okay, draw a line around the number word. Okay, I'm gonna draw a line. You circle it in your book. Okay, number 5. I see 1 pig. What is the word that tells how many? 1. Circle it. Okay, I'm gonna draw a line. You circle it. Okay, number 6. There are 2 ducks. The word 2 tells how many. Okay, number 7. We watch 5 horses run. 5 is the word. Number 8, I like the 3 cows best. 3. Okay. Now at the bottom it says here, write the underlined words correctly. You will go to the underlined word and write it correctly. Number 9 says, does Mr. Lin have 2 books? See, we're going to correct Mr. Lin. What is wrong with Mr. Mr. must be capital, begin with capital M because this is abbreviation. Abbreviation is when we have a word and we want to make it smaller. What do? We take the first word and first letter and we make it capital, and the last letter, which is R, and we write it small, and then we put a period. That's how you write the abbreviation for Mr. And Mr. Lin is his name, so it's a proper noun. We must begin with a capital letter. So this is how you write Mr. Lin. The best book is The Picnic. The Picnic. Okay? Okay, the name of the book is The Picnic. Remember, in a book title, the first letter of the first word must always be capital, even if it's not an important word. So The Picnic, we must capitalize the T, and the second word is picnic, we must capitalize the P. And this is how you write The Picnic. This is the title or the book title of the story. Okay, and that was today's lesson. I think it's pretty easy. Okay, so remember, adjectives can be words that tell you how many. Okay, that's it.